Part two, if you get on their level, you become just like them. On milk or not walking with God. One of the two. You become just like them. You don't have to clown because they are clown. And the problem is they are a clown. Anytime you act out of order, act out of character, and just act in rage, you're a clown. And you need to be delivered. You need to be healed. You need to be set free. This ain't about you. Your walk with God ain't about you. You don't tell God what to do. And riding around people's house and in these in tinted windows and watching their every move like you gonna control it. You don't control me. You're not gonna control their every move, first of all. And whatever they're gonna do, they're gonna do. And they ain't worried about you. So riding around these cars in these tint windows, watching a person's house, watching every move they make, you out there watching them like somebody crazy, like you own them. You don't own nobody. You didn't die for nobody. You didn't die for their sins. You don't own them. So you walk around here driving these cars like you own somebody. You like you gonna control their every step. Let me tell you something. You won't be controlling mine, cause whatever I'm gonna do. And it ain't gonna be nothing against you. It ain't gonna be nothing against God. It's whatever God called me to do, I'm gonna do. And if I get in a relationship, I'm gonna be with that person. And ain't nothing you can do about that. You know, and if you start going crazy and they're gonna lock your end up, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. You can't stop whatever God has ordained. If He's ordained it, He's ordained it, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you sitting up here doing all this crazy, insane thing, and you think people don't know what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing. So coming by my house and all these tinted windows watching me is insane. Trying to see what I'm gonna do and all that type of stuff. I hope you get an apple. I hope you get a real apple. If you gotta sit up there and watch, you ain't got nothing better than to do than to sit up there and watch somebody's life. You are insanely crazy. Go on with your life. Do what you got to do. I'll be doggone if I go to sit around somebody's house and watch everything they do. You crazy. That's insanity. I'm not gonna watch everything nobody do. Whatever they gonna do, they're gonna do. I ain't gotta catch them. I ain't gotta catch them. God will let me know, or they'll get caught within themselves. I just walk up on them and catch them. Wouldn't even try to catch them and catch them. You ain't got to do all that. You something's seriously wrong. You're not growing. You're not even walking with God at that point. You're just totally walking in your flesh and just going crazy. And the devil got your mind just boggled with all kind of thoughts. He making you think all kind of stuff. And he make you doing all kind of crazy stuff. And you think people don't know what you're doing. Let me tell you something. I told you I got discernment. I don't think I don't know what's going on and know that that's what you're doing. Watch me 24/7. You can't grow like that. And you still on milk. You still sucking on a bottle when you need to be in a cup, drinking from a cup. You need to grow, progress in God. Grow in God. Wait on God. Be patient in God. Do it the way God said do it, and it'll work for you. You keep doing it outside of the Word of God. He can't talk to you because you're ignorant and unlearned when you refuse to hear the Word of God, refuse to hear His voice. He can't talk to you because you don't listen. You don't want to hear Him. You turn a deaf ear. And so He keep trying to talk to you through people giving you His word, but you won't listen. You won't hear it. You're dull of hearing. You're dull of hearing. And so He's not talking to you effectively. You hear and you don't hear. You goes through one ear, not the other. And you're trying to attack the person who you think is your enemy. It's the spirit you need to be attacking, not the individual, not the person. It's the spirit you need to attack, because they're not even that person. They're driven by an evil spirit. And so you need to attack the spirit of that person. Don't look for me to treat you bad because I know you're an enemy. I'm not going to. So if you're looking for that, you're not going to see it. Okay? All right. I just want you to know that part. And we're going to have our prayer breakfast. It's $25 to get in. And please wear your mask. I want everybody to wear their masks that come. But we're going to have all kind of breakfast food. And, it's going to be a good thing. And we're going to pray at the prayer wall. And you can use your gifts or what have you. But you're on a time limit because everybody who want to use their gifts is probably going to be more than you. It's going to be other people who want to use their gifts. So, understand, be considerate of your brother or your sister. But we're gonna have breakfast, and it's gonna be all kind of breakfast. And I think we're gonna have a good time and fellowship in the Lord. And we're gonna pray for our nation, our world. We're gonna pray for people who died and in our families. Pray for the families that have to go through this. It's hard because sometimes even with my brother, it's hard sometimes because I think about him a lot. Sometimes cry, sometimes I think about him. It's sometimes hard when you lose people. You have to adjust to it. It's an adjustment. You got to adjust, and it's not easy. Some people can adjust and they just go on through it. I still in stages where I still think about my brother and cry. It hurts. I'm adjusting. I have to adjust. Yeah, it still hurts. Uh, sometimes I'm about to cry now. So progress in the Lord, and I'm gonna get on off here so I won't start crying. Uh, so progress in the Lord and grow. Have a wonderful, blessed day today. This is Voices Being Heard.